Are you reading closely and looking? The first R, read the question, circle the question mark, go to the beginning of the sentence. It says, what is the total amount Camille now has in her bank account? Let's cross out the U and let's read the details. It says, Camille started with $58 in her bank account. She put $176 into her account last week and another $277 this week. Let's cross it out and let's circle some clues. So I know that this is about Camille. I know that she started with $58 in her bank account. So that's the first part of the story. Then I know that she put $176 into her account last week. And I know that she put another $277 in this week. Let me just go ahead and circle that the 277 is for this week and the 176 is for last week. So now we can cross out the L. And what is the first thing I should do? Well, the main idea. There's not a lot of space down here, so I'm going to do my three-step process up here. If you don't have room, just put the three-step process somewhere else on the paper where there's more space. I'm going to start with the main idea. What is the total that Camille has at her bank now? And now I need to think about the things that I know. What do I know? Well, I know that Camille started with $58 in her bank account. So I can start. I have some manipulatives to show you. I know that she started with $58. I'm going to put an S because that's what she started with. And I know that she put in $176 last week. So I have another Unifix 2, and I'm going to label that with 176, and that's what she put in last week. I also know that she put in another $277 this week. So I'm going to label $277 this week. And it wants me to know what the total is that she has in her bank account now. That's something that I should have circled in the beginning. In order to figure out the total of all of these amounts, what is the action that I have to do? Well, if you just watch Mr. Esparza, the action that I just did was put together. And I know that if you look at the action poster, put together, the operation for that is addition. So I know that I have to add in this question. What I'm going to do to represent that in a strip diagram is just to copy this exactly the way that I wrote it on my Unifix cubes. I'm going to write down that this question is about Camille and that she had money in her bank account. And when I draw my bar, I'm going to split it into 3 sections because she started with $58. Last week, I know that she put in $176. And this week, I know that she put in $277. What I need to figure out is the total, and I know that the total goes at the top. And since I don't know what the total number is, I'm just going to put in a question mark. Now, we already talked about this, and we said that the operation was put together, addition. So let's make our symbol go at the top so we don't forget. In order for you to see this better, I just want you to imagine that she started with some money. Last week, she put in some more money, and this week, she put in some more money. And right now, I need to put together my money to figure out what the total is at the top. So let's put these numbers together by adding them. And we're only going to add 2 numbers at a time. So let's start by adding the 58 and adding the 176. So I'm going to put down 176 and 58 together on my grid paper, which is what I want you to use on your test tomorrow, so that you don't get the numbers out of order. So let me start with 176 put together with 58. I know that I need to start in the ones place. So that's 6 plus 8. I don't have that many fingers, so let's start by putting the big number in our brain, 8. Put it in your brain, say 8, 8. Take your hands off, and then count on 6 more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 is too big to go in here. Remember that only one digit can go in every place value, so I need to regroup the 14. I need to put in 1 10 in the tens and 4 ones in the ones. That's 14. So now I need to go to the tens. 7, I know that 7 and 1 makes 8, and so now it's 8 put together with 5. I don't have that many fingers, so I need to start with the big number in my brain, 8, say it, 8, take your hands off and count on 5 more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need to regroup again. And now I need to go to the hundreds and add the 200. That's 234. 234 is only what she started with and what she made last week. Now I need to put together our sum with the last number, 277. So let's add them. Let me write 234 put together with 277. When I put them together, I'm going to start in the ones. I don't have that many fingers, so I need to start with a big number in my brain. Say 7, take your hands off, and count on 4 more. 8, 9, 10, 11. And I need to regroup the 11 because it doesn't fit down here. 110, 1, 1. Now I can count and add on the tens. I know that 3 and 1 make 4, and 4 put together with 7. I don't have that many fingers, so start with a big number in your brain. Say 7, hands off, and count on 4 more. 8, 9, 10, 11. I need to regroup again. That's 100 and 110. So now add up your hundreds, and that's 2 and 1 makes 3, and 3 put together with 2. I do have that many fingers, so I'm going to use my fingers. 3 and 2 more make 5. So that's 511, and that's my total. Now let's figure out where to put that in our strip diagram. It goes in the question mark, 511.